that line. Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I am, of course, Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. And we are back at you again today for another reaction video. And here on Stand Up Special Tuesday, that's where we at today. We are going to get into part 2 of Brad Williams' comedy special, Fun Size. Okay, well, first part was pretty funny already, if I may say so. He was talking about how, well, basically pretty much, you know, he knows how to make fun of himself. He knows how to have fun. And he just knows how to really get a laugh out of you, you know? He was talking about how, not in so many words, that we need emotional support midgets. That was pretty funny with the way he said that. And he was just talking about hooking up with other dwarves himself, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know, he's got a nice little energetic feel on stage, you know, he knows how to really just move around comfortably. You know, he's just really sure of himself, you know, in a good way, you know? So, yeah, we're gonna get into part 2 from Brad Williams with Fun Size today. You know, it's another laundry day for me, you know what I mean? Got this messed up looking shirt on. And you know what was weird? I walked into my little area that I do my little recording in. Tell me why I saw 2 spiders actually going at it, man. Like, you know, duking it out. You know, it looks like a fight to the death, man. But then I was like, look, man, you know, this isn't a really good pay-per-view right here, so I had to kill them both. Whack! You know what I mean? I got stuff to do here, man. I ain't got no time to be worrying about what's going on behind me. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into this one, like I said, so let's go ahead and do it. Brad Williams with Fun Size, part 2 of this stand-up comedy special. And if you like this reaction, please boom on the like button for me one time. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and leave a nice comment for your boy. Could you do that for me, you know? Constructive critiques, leave a nice suggestion or a request, and you know, throw a couple zingers at your boy Eddie. You know what I mean? Friendly dialogue, no drama here, and that's exactly how it's gonna stay, especially if you wanna keep viewing my stuff. You understand me? So yeah, man, you know, as we continue on, I'm glad I started this whole stand-up special Tuesday thing, because that way I can actually get into some full specials, you know, and still, you know, get in touch with, might be out there also when it comes to small clips, you know. I'm trying to flood this brain with whatever comes at me. You know, that's the whole name of the game. So let's stop talking and let's go ahead and do it. Brad Williams with Fun Size, part 2 of this comedy special, right here on Eddie B TV. Stand-up special Tuesday, y'all. Let's get back at it. All right, let's get situated with this one here, and here we go.
I do, because that's the thing, is my jokes are a lot of times true stories. People ask me all the time, Brad, you're a comedian. How do you write your material? I don't. Here's how I write jokes. Step 1, be a dwarf. Step 2, wait. Funny shit's gonna happen to you. I never know when. It's not like I look down like, oh, 3 o'clock, funny shit's about to happen. No, it's not like that. It just happens randomly. Like not too long ago, I took my mom out to lunch. Now, before I go on with this joke, just know that my mom is not a little person like me. And my dad, not a dwarf. No, I know, we don't have to all come from the same tribe.
That's true.
You can't like drive down the street and be like, which house do the dwarves live in? It's the mushroom with the door in it. So my mom is driving, I'm in the passenger seat, not a booster, fuck off.
Hey.
I'm in the normal chair like a big boy. And my mom comes behind this guy. Now this guy's trying to turn down a one-way street, but he's going the wrong way down the one-way street. And this is causing all sorts of traffic, and people are honking, getting very upset. My mom is right behind him. She is polite. She's a prim and proper Southern belle from Savannah, Georgia. And she looks at the guy, she goes, excuse me there, sir. I don't believe you can make a left-hand turn at this particular intersection. I know, you hear that? You want lemonade right now, don't you? Like, that's my mom. And then this guy proceeds to look at my mother and goes, why don't you shut the fuck up?
Oh.
I'm killing you right now, okay?
Exactly.
I'm killing you. You say that to my mom? That's my mom. I love my mom. She gave birth to me. And just so you know, giving birth to a dwarf is not easy. It's not like you just sneeze and we fly out of there, okay? Like, the doctor isn't sitting there with a catcher's mitt, like, you know, like that doesn't happen. No, it is very hard to give birth to a little person. When I was born, my head was about the same size as it is right now, okay? Do you understand what that means? And my mom never complained. She never once complained. My dad, he complains about it all the time. He tells me, like, you realize that was the first pussy you ever tore up? Yeah, that's my mom. She gave birth to me. I will defend this woman. I will die for this woman. So I get out of the car, and I start yelling at this guy. What the hell did you just say? What the hell? Get out here. Get out here, you son of a bitch. Let's go, asshole. And he gets out of the car. I'm like, oh, shit, this is actually happening right now. Okay, this is going to come as a shock to you people. I don't know how to fight. No such thing as midget UFC, okay?
No.
There should be midget UFC.
Oh, man.
That would be awesome. Like me and Wee Man in a ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese. Like, let's get it on.
That would be funny.
So I don't know how to fight. The only fighting I know is stuff I learned from video games in the 90s. This guy's charging at me, and I have some weird instinct. I just look at him and I go, Hadouken! And I just say Hadouken. Now, for those of you who don't know what that is, I will explain. There was a video game in the 90s called Street Fighter 2. Okay,
Yes.
Street Fighter.
One of my favorite games.
There were two characters in that game. They wouldn't just punch and kick. No, they would yell out Hadouken, and they would throw a fireball from their hands. A fireball, because that might be useful in a fight. Punch, kick, fireball. It works. And that's what I do. I'm like, I don't know Hadouken. And I just yelled it out. You think I'm crazy, but this shows you how much people don't know about little people. I yelled out Hadouken. This guy flinched, and then like ran away.
Oh, hell no.
He ran away. Do you understand what that means? That means that when I yelled out Hadouken, this guy thought, well, he is a dwarf. He can probably throw a fireball.
Oh, damn.
At that point, I would give all of my money to be there when this guy told his friends this story. No, bro, you have no idea what happened to me, man. I yelled at this woman today. She got pissed off. She had a button on her car. An attack midget just like ran out of her car like that. And the attack midget starts throwing fireballs at me. I had to block it and like dodge and do that. I didn't even know they had attack midgets. I have seen every episode of MTV Cribs. You never saw a 50 Cent like, yo, this is my Mercedes, and it comes with a motherfucking attack midget right there. It never happened. And you would assume that from Mercedes or BMW, sure, but based on what I saw today, let me tell you right now, Kia has stepped their game up.
Oh, damn, he's goofy as hell. Attack midgets now, huh?
I don't know when these things are gonna happen. Common everyday activities can turn into crazy stories at any time. I was having lunch not too long ago with one of my best friends, Adam, and we're at a McDonald's. I know, I've made it in show business. And now this particular McDonald's had a play place attached to it, all right? And me and Adam were just sitting there, we're talking. All of a sudden, this kid, I don't know if he thought that I was threatening his hood or like invading his turf, but he just runs out of the play place. He's got a ball from the ball pit, sees me, and just hucks this and nails me right in the head. Can't miss this son of a bitch, okay? So I pop up, I'm like, what the hell? I see it's a kid. I don't care. I have street cred. I gotta defend myself. I'm going after the kid. I start walking after him. Now, Adam, my friend, he's a tall guy, but he essentially works for me, so he's like, all right, I guess we're beating up 7-year-olds today. He's walking after.
Yeah.
Now, this particular play place must have had an incident of some kind because they had a security guard. And he sees Adam coming towards him. He's like, hey, you can't come in here. And he looks at me. He's like, yeah, you can come on in. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not offended. I just got the green light to whoop some ass. So I run into the play place. I look around. I see the kid. But the other kids that are there in the play place, they see me walk in. They start clapping and cheering and getting all happy. I'm like, what the heck? And then I realize they think I'm a new mascot. Like, there's the Hamburglar and Ronald McDonald, and now there's the McNugget midget, apparently. Like,
oh, hell no.
I'm gonna make it rain, sweet and sour sauce, you know? And now they're clapping, but I see the kid, and he sees me. We lock eyes, and he turns around, and he runs up the slide. Now he's in the tubes, because he thinks he's safe in the tubes. You dumb fuck. You are not safe in those tubes. I am 4'4". I can run in those tubes, okay? I get in the tubes. I'm Super Mario, and he got the star. I'm good.
Oh, hell no. I want that star energy.
So I run up the tube. I see the kid. I run right up to him. I grab him. I start dragging him out by his little stride right, okay? I'm dragging him out. Yes, I know what stride rights are. I sometimes have to wear them myself, okay? Not all the time. Sometimes you guys get sexy shoes. You guys got real sexy shoes tonight. These are good. I don't always wear these. Sometimes I gotta do shows and I got lights blinking from my shit. Not that sexy.
Oh, man.
Now I'm yelling at the kid.
Boy.
Why'd you throw the ball at me? That was not very nice. You don't do that. As I'm yelling at him, the kid's dad is running up behind me, pissed off. I don't see the dad. I'm just yelling at the kid. But Adam, my friend, he sees the dad. He does what any good guy friend would do. He goes, let's see what happens here.
Good friend, huh?
The dad runs up, grabs me by the shoulder, hard, whips me around, sees my face and goes, I was not expecting that.
Of course
What were you
not.
expecting? I don't know, like, I think he thought I was a kid. Then when he whipped me around, saw my beard, and was like, I was not expecting that. It's like, I'm 30. You shouldn't say that to another man. The only time you should say that is if you're making out with a chick, you pull off her skirt, she's got a dick. I was not expecting that.
Damn, man.
So now the dad's in this weird circumstance. He looks at me, he looks at his kid, he looks at me, he looks back at his kid, he goes, I can do nothing for you, boy. And he starts walking up. That's what I know I've won. I got away with it. And this dad wanted to hit me. He wanted to hit me, but you can't punch a dwarf. You punch a dwarf, that's a hate crime. All right? And I got away with it. That's the best part about being a little person. The best part is that you can get away with stuff. I get away with stuff all the time because I'm adorable. If you're cute, you can do things. I can steal, and it's fine. It's fine.
Really?
I've done it. I was at a grocery store not too long ago. I was there with my buddy. He dared me to steal something. Your buddy dares you to do something, you got to do it. So I go to the cookie aisle. I get a crap load of Keebler cookies. I put them on my shoulder, and I just start walking out of that place with the Keebler cookies.
No.
Now, this little 17-year-old clerk sees me. He walks up. He's like, oh, excuse me, sir. Are you going to pay for those? And like a boss, I just look at this guy and go, nah, bro. My family makes these. It's cool.
Oh.
He let me go!
The Keebler elves.
Of course
Oh
he
my
let me
God.
go. In his mind, he's like, yeah, he's here doing quality control. I can't stop that from happening.
Oh, that's it. Oh my goodness, man. See? Apparently there's more parts to this, and yeah, I think I might develop a six-pack after I'm done with this one. Oh my goodness, this dude is nuts. All right, man, that was Brad Williams, y'all, with Fun Size, part 2 of this comedy special. Well, I'm not a dwarf, you know, I'm 6'2", but you know what? He is true, you know, whenever I tell stories about my life that people find funny, you know, a lot of people think that I'm probably making some stuff up initially, and then I have to tell them, no, that really did happen. And then they're going, no, really? What? Why is that so cool and funny at the same time and horrifying at the same time? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that comes with that. But you know what? I like how certain comedians, they use their actual life, what happens on, what goes on in their real life as their material, you know. One of the people who was notorious for that, that's one of my favorite comedians of all time, is Christopher Titus. You know, he had a different style before, you know, he changed up to what he is now. But if I ever were to make it big as a stand-up, you know, I'm a stand-up to a point, you know what I mean? I'm just not professional, and you know, working on that shyness stage fright thing. But you know, whenever I talk about life, you know, I'm trying to make people laugh, I'm trying to make you feel, and I'm trying to make you think. I'm trying to be like my all-time favorites, you know. And you know, when stuff happens in life, you know, you're gonna have a funny story to tell, especially if you're someone like me, you know, because I'm just goofy as hell. I like to push boundaries, I like to push buttons too, because I'm just kind of crazy like that, yeah, you know. But you know what, I just like his delivery, man. It's like he doesn't stop, and he always has like a positive way of spinning something that happens to him, even if it's a negative, you know. I mean, granted, this is just comedy and these are jokes, you know what I mean, but some things, you know, have some bits have subliminal messages in them that you can take to heart if you like, you know, or you can just keep laughing, you know. Either one, it's a win-win situation. But I like how you know, he was talking about getting in a fight with the kid, because you know what? Let's be real. He said he's not good of a fighter, but if I am his size, you know what I mean, and I'm not that good of a fighter, you're pretty much at even odds with the kid, you know what I mean? I'm just assuming that. But then, you know, you talking about when he was with his mom, you know what? Me and my mom don't get along too well here and there sometimes, but I will be real with y'all. If somebody ever tried to, like, you know, get bucked with my mom in public, oh yeah, we going at it, man. And not only that, man, I might actually just like get on my knees or something like that and pretend that I'm a midget just so I can go a duke. That was cool how we did that. Street Fighter, all-time great game. One of the all-time great video games of all time. All the fellas out there know that, man. And you know what, man? Just like if someone were to do that to me in public, I'd probably get nervous myself. Because one thing about little people, midgets, dwarves, whatever you want to call them, they can be very unpredictable. You know what I mean? Some can. You know what I mean? I don't put nothing past anybody. You know, I can. I'm not really much of a toe-to-toe fighter, you know what I mean? I'm a brawler, you know what I mean? I just go ape shit on whatever tries to threaten my livelihood, you know? But if I were to see someone like Brad Williams in public, man, and he did I'd probably run too. You know, a duke, I don't want to know what's coming out of your wrists, your legs, your head, whatever, you know? But that's funny. He was talking about how when he was born, and he was talking about, oh my goodness, that's just so cold how he said that. I was like, that was the first pussy you tore up. I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't know what it is, but I don't know what the medical deals are with most dwarves, midgets, whatever. But from what I've seen, and this is not an insult, by the way, but from what I've seen, the vast majority seem to have pretty large heads. You know, I don't know if that's directly connected to the condition, but the fact that there's some like considered normal sized people, you know, such as myself, I guess, you know, when we're born, it's considered to be the norm, you know, but you know, midgets, you know, come out a little bit different, you know. It's kind of strange, but you know, nothing to laugh at unless you're telling a cool joke. But you know, it's kind of interesting to think about stuff like that. But having friends with you that will allow you to get into some shit, you know, for entertainment value, I won't say necessarily that that's a bad thing, but you know, you need to pay attention to what your friends are letting happen to you, you know, because that could end up being a bad thing. But you know what? I think that when he said the story about the dad spinning him around, be like, I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, if I was that kid's dad, I would have let him duke it out right there, man. Whoever won, I would have bought him food. Damn, this dude is just nuts with it, man. I like how he's able to use his life to tell jokes and have fun with it, you know, because a lot of people deal with a lot of twisted things, man, and you know, they don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to, you know, find happiness somewhere in it, because there's also a lot of piece of shit people out there that like to, you know, insult, belittle, and just, you know, tear people down. And man, I'm not a fan of that. But you know, like I said, you know, I remember in the first part when I told you that I used to date a dwarf a long time ago, there was a couple of times where people were staring and making fun and laughing. I didn't like that, you know, and I'm getting ready to go ape shit on these fools, and then she just grabs me by the knee. And I'm not lying, she really did grab me by the knee. And she was just like, babe, don't do that, okay? It's not worth it, okay? And I'm just like, you get to come home with me and we get to have fun and we get to do all these things. I'm like, damn it, she's right. So I guess, you know, when you're around people who deal with that every day, don't get self-righteous and try to defend them, you know? I can see, especially after all these years, how that can be insulting, you know, to somebody dealing with any kind of like condition or illness or situation, whatever. But you know, just pump your brakes, you know what I mean? Keep it drama free, because you know, like as much as I want to go crazy, and believe me, I do want to sometimes, you gotta keep it cool, and you gotta try to avoid drama and violence at all costs, you know, because although we have the urge to go crazy, man, it's more often than not, it's not going to end up pretty good. So, you know what I mean? Just keep you cool, man, and just live and let live, and love more than hate. Yes, that is a solid message, if I may say so. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right there, y'all. One more time, Brad Williams with Fun Size, Part 2 of this stand-up comedy special. And if you like that reaction, please boom on the like button for me one more time. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and of course, leave a nice comment for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Constructive critiques, leave a nice suggestion or a request, and throw a couple zingers at your boy, you know? Friendly dialogue, no drama here, and that's exactly how it's gonna stay. So recognize that. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be Eddie B TV signing off one more again here. Part 2 of this stand-up comedy special in the books, man. Brad Williams, you are a funny-ass dude, man, and there's no denying that. You know, I like how anybody can take anything, like I said, and turn it into a positive, no matter what it is, no matter what the odds are stacked up against you. It's always good, you know, to make great out of something that might be bad or something that actually is bad. You know, because I've had a lot of bad stuff go on in my life, man, but I've managed to make it to the age I am now, 37 years old, because I was able to avoid a lot of that. Some stuff I wasn't able to, and I had to learn some lessons, but yeah, man, there's no denying the lessons that can be learned if you just, you know, use your correct head, you know what I mean? And yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in one more time to this one, man. I had a lot of fun, man. We got a lot of we got a lot of parts left in this special to get to, and gosh, the first 2 parts I've already had my gut hurting a little bit laughing. So yeah, I'm already ready for what happens next week. So I can't wait for next week to come up. So yeah, like I said, thank y'all for tuning in, and until next reaction, love and appreciate y'all. Peace.